The Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
It's The Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And Murphy's own Sherry Raines.
Yeah, you must have given horseback passes to the right guy, Stephen.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith's Shetland pony is right alongside.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're back with you, and we have got the man with the plan all the way from Tiger King with us, John Reinke. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm good. How y'all doing this morning?
Yeah, man, we're hanging in there, man. We're a little wet out here in Georgia, but it's supposed to have some flash flooding and all that good stuff going on. We ain't scared. We ain't scared of nothing.
We just had all that, yeah. We got that last night.
Oh, Lord of mercy. So anyway, hey, listen, man. I mean, this Tiger King thing is a big deal, man. You were actually you started on this from the get-go, right?
I was. I'm in it a lot, actually.
Well, now you're like a zookeeper or something, right?
I was a zoo manager, for 14 years.
Well, and that was actually before it actually started this reality TV thing?
Yeah, they started filming about, 5 or 6 years ago about Joe and his eccentric lifestyle and running the zoo, and then all this Carol Baskin stuff come up, so it all switched over to just murder, mayhem, and madness, I guess.
Well, now, you're the only one that's not in prison, right?
Yeah, I'm not in prison. I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, I did some things wrong, but I've been cleared of everything. So
okay, that's good. That's good. And that Carol, she seemed like a real nice lady. Is she like a real nice lady?
I've not ever met her personally one-on-one.
Right.
Her husband that she has now is a real nice guy, but I don't know if it's because he's scared or what. But he probably needs to be scared.
Yeah, where is her ex-husband at? Does anybody know?
Yeah, he's probably a tiger turd by now. But.
There's a lot of speculation about where he's at.
Yeah, that'd be a way to go out, wouldn't it? Yeah, just step in him out there in the field like he ain't changed much, Lord of mercy. So
yeah, fertilizer.
So what is his name? The guy with Tiger King that's in prison.
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic.
That's right.
Yeah.
Joe, he's pretty exotic, man.
The name says it all. Yeah.
So how was he actually to be around?
The show actually downplayed him a little bit. He's a lot worse than what they showed.
Really?
That's hard to believe. That's hard to believe.
I know.
Good Lord. I don't know, man. I mean, a lot of people, that was a big thing, man. Of course, he was going to get pardoned, I reckon, and he had his limousine sitting out front.
We swear Carol paid Trump to keep him in there.
Yeah, maybe there's some collusion going on there.
All those pardons is all about the money. That's all it's about. And we swear because there was way too much hype.
Right. Well, he had the limo out front, man. I mean, he was definitely planned on. Did you get to use that limo being he didn't get to use it?
I sat in it. That's all I did right there in the parking lot of the attorneys. But no, we didn't go anywhere in it.
Well, now, what are you doing now? I mean, now that are you still running the Tiger King business, or what are you doing now?
No, the Tiger King business has been squashed, I guess you could say. And Jeff Lowe's in a lot of trouble right now too. So that's all gone away. But I actually, some of the people the acquaintances I made while I was at the zoo, I actually babysit some tigers in the wintertime for a circus so they can get away from their animals. Otherwise, somebody's got to be there all the time. So I help them out in the winter, and spring and summer I race and work on cars.
Yeah, I'm all about that, man. We talked about that. I love that.
So actually, what happened to all the animals that were at the zoo there?
A lot of them went to Pat Craig's place out in Colorado, but Jeff Lowe still has a bunch of them, and man, he's just not taking very good care of them. Some of them are passing, some of them are starving to death.
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's a pretty ugly deal right now. So, who knows?
Terrible.
There's probably some future in Tiger King series somewhere there.
Well, I mean, there's no sense in them tigers starving to death because there's too many women out there who want to get rid of their husbands. So there's plenty of food.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, there's plenty of food.
I'm calling Emily when we come off the show.
I could not imagine.
That's Steven's wife, by the way.
Being
John.
around a tiger, man. I mean, are you not terrified? I mean,
I'm not. It's hard to believe, but I'm not. They do not scare me at all, and I think they realize that and I'm a little different. They know if they eat me, they're not going to get a very good meal. So they treat me a little different. I respect them, and they respect me.
So now, have you ever had any of them ever bite you or anything like that?
I have. I've been bitten. I've been bitten just about by everything. But when you mess with that many animals, you got to get bit every now and then. I've just not had any catastrophes. We had one attack that Joe got bit, and then I got bit. We were trying to put a cat in a cage to roll it around, and it was a young cat. But needless to say, I had a 50-50 chance I wasn't going to get hurt. So from the knees down, it's a little tough to break skin.
Yeah.
I survived, and Joe took a helicopter ride. So, yeah, I made out on that one.
That's good. So they bit you on the leg then?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, now, for folks that y'all don't know, actually, you had an accident. You were a professional bungee jumper, right?
I was for a few years, and then I kind of just had enough of it and went and got a job in the factory. But the people that I was working with then built a zip line, and
right.
We were testing that zip line for insurance, and that was actually the last live test so we could get insurance on it.
And it didn't go too good.
It didn't go too good.
Oh. Well, I mean, man, I'm going to tell you got to be a Southerner because, I mean, that sounds like something. Okay, I'll try it here. Hold my beer.
Definitely. Even worse than that, it was in my backyard. So, yeah.
Let's put another. Can y'all put one more zip tie on that? Just a zip tie, I think it'd be good and tighten that thing up good. So, anyway. Yeah. But now you talked about y'all fixing to do some kind of a tour or something, a bunch of y'all getting together to do that. Tell what.
Yeah, there's 4 of us that's gotten together, and it's called Uncaged Tiger King, and we're going to go all over the world. We actually just got some interest overseas, so it looks like we're going to be traveling out the country with it too, and it's pretty exciting. We all get on stage, and sometimes we argue, sometimes we laugh, but it's definitely, we talk about stuff that y'all have no clue about, and we actually get the audience involved. They get to ask us questions, and yeah, we tell you up front, Carol did it.
We got it on tape, boys.
I bet she's a real big fan of yours, actually.
I bet she is. She's been bashing me for years. She's actually sued me in federal court the same time she sued Joe.
I don't understand all this suing stuff. I ain't worried about getting sued because I don't owe anything. I don't own anything. I ain't got anything. So I'm like, are you?
So actually, what did she sue you? Was it less like a slander lawsuit, or what was it?
She was suing me because I was affiliated with the zoo, and I wasn't too worried about it because what's she going to get, a leg?
I mean, that's it. And they are cool legs, man. Do you ever change like the? I mean, you got them like they're not, I guess, tattooed or painted or what?
I do. It's actually a process they do with it. They're supposed to last 8 years, and I'm lucky to get 2.5 years out of a leg. I'm that active, so
right. So let me ask you, how hard was it to learn to walk on these things?
Everybody asked me that, and it was actually pretty easy. But when I had my accident, I actually had my feet, and they were numb. I'm still numb from the waist down, and people don't know that.
Right.
But I learned how to walk on my feet when they were numb, and the doctors kept telling me to get in a wheelchair, and that's so hard to get in a wheelchair when you don't have to.
Right.
It sucks. I'm not gonna lie, but I learned how to walk on them being numb. So when I got my prosthetic, it was like no big deal.
Yeah, that's cool that you can do it. I mean, a lot of people just give up when they get in that position. Yeah. Man. I'll have to hand it to you.
They try and convince you to give up. I mean, that's actually their goal is they want you to just give up, and you just gotta have that fight for life. And I was young when it happened. I was 24, so
right.
I was full of life.
I got to go, man. I'm with you on that. So how old are you now?
I'm 55.
55. And still rocking and rolling.
I haven't learned nothing. Went from zip lining and bungee jumping to playing with tigers, so I didn't learn nothing.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I mean, the way you're going, hopefully you'll make it to a ripe old age, but if you don't, we'll plan a real nice funeral for you, just so you know.
Thanks a lot, right?
He looks natural. So,
yeah.
Golly, wonder what they're going to do with his legs. Can I have one of his legs?
Yeah. I've actually had people reach out and try and buy some of my old legs.
I'd sell it to him, man.
We've actually done a leg giveaway on this show.
Yeah,
so,
we did a prosthetic leg giveaway. We had a guy that he had, you know more about that than I do.
There you go. When one of them wears out, you can donate it to us. We'll make you more famous.
Yeah, we'll give your leg away on the radio. So, so when is this thing y'all going to start? I mean, you're going to start touring?
The tour, we've actually done one show in Iowa, and the pandemic kind of slowed everything down. So now I've got a show to do in June is my first show, but I'm going to Bose Fest this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Or April 10th and 11th, I guess is when it is. So that's in a couple of weeks. But, yeah, I mean, I'm out there. It's time to get started.
Yeah. But now you're racing, too. Now you're racing. That's pretty cool. I like racing. And you're doing the dirt track thing. I enjoy it. Is your whole family doing it, or just you, or what?
No, my kids do it, too. My youngest son's in a dirt modified, open modified, and I'm actually going to run a full mini stock full time this year, and then my oldest son, he's going to drive a mini stock also.
So now, where do you race at?
Right now, this year we're racing at Lawton Speedway.
Right.
But we go to like Devil's Bowl down in Dallas, and like Ardmore, Oklahoma, Southern Oklahoma Speedway. Just different places right here locally.
We need to get you up here to Tri-County Speedway up here in the Hiawassee Tri-County Racetrack.
I try. When this all came out, when Tiger King all came out, I was wearing an Eldora shirt in that show, and Tony Stewart actually called me out, and he sent me a bunch of swag and stuff, and and he's invited me to Eldora, so it's pretty cool.
So, hey, that's a cool track, man. You get up there, you won't want to leave.
That is cool. So just so you know, John, Steven gets swag too, but it's like potted meat from Hormel.
Yeah, I'm a sponsor for Spam, man.
And that's no lie.
You like Spam and potted meat?
I love Spam, man. I'm telling you right now, I love it.
I do too. And I mean, to me, that's eating high on the hog. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these other folks are like, they'd rather have pate, which to me, pate is nothing more than potted meat. So, I'm good with that.
Exactly.
Yeah, just depending on where you're raised at. Well, man, I tell you right now, we're going to keep up with you. You got a lot of stuff going on, but it's been a pleasure talking to you. And Joe Exotic, man, I don't know. He is exotic.
I still can't get over the fact that John just told us that they actually played down how outrageous Joe Exotic was. I found that hard to believe. I have to be honest, John, I only got it through maybe one episode of the show before I just couldn't watch him anymore.
He is just high strung all the time, and it's bash Carol and blow stuff up and the F-bomb. I mean, he just loves it all the time. And his clothes, I mean, they didn't show any of his flashy clothes and stuff.
Not much. I've seen some pictures with some pretty outrageous outfits on. And
I don't want to see them. I just don't. I don't want to see them.
Every day.
Yeah. So
people ask me, how did you put up with him for so long? I said, it was the animals. I could care less about the drama. Right. I was there for them animals.
That's cool though, man. Like I said, I ain't around them tigers. I don't care nothing for them. I don't even like little cats. I don't like.
You need to check me out on YouTube. Look up Bone Digger Lion.
Okay.
And you'll see me with my lion and his weenie dogs.
There you go. You got to have them weenie dogs in case they get hungry.
They eat a snack.
I had a weenie dog one time kill a bear.
I can believe it. They're mean.
Choked him to death.
They live with that lion, and like it's no big deal.
That's
crazy. They think they're lying.
So now, where else can they get up with you if they want to follow you and see some of the stuff that you're doing? You got a website or anything?
I do. I got. You can look up John Reinke on Facebook, and then I'm on TikTok, Twitter, and I'm new to Instagram, so I'm still learning that. But look up John Reinke Tiger King, and April 10th and 11th, I'm going to be at Holden, Louisiana, with Bo's Extravaganza. I'm out there with John Snyder. Come out and see us if you're close. We'll be signing autographs and doing some crazy stuff out there. And then look for Uncaged Tiger King to come out. As we'll put a schedule out here pretty soon.
All right, man. Well, son, we're going to keep up with you. I guarantee it, and I appreciate you taking your time out. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it has. So, good talking with y'all.
All right, man.
Yeah, you too. Thanks,
care.
John. He was actually very entertaining.
Oh, he's a nice guy, man. Ain't no doubt about it. I mean, when you think of Joe Exotic, you think everybody's like that, but he's not. He's really cool.
To have to put up with somebody that outrageous. Well, I can kind of relate to John's dilemma personally, putting up with somebody who's just ridiculous.
Well, you married him. I didn't. I mean,
it only happens from 8 to 9 in the morning.
Oh, that's when you're with me.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. This is Stephen Phillips, host of The Morning Dish. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we have a lot more interviews out there to listen to. Plus, you can listen online every morning at WJULradio.com or Lake 97.7 WJUL. And give us a like on our Facebook page, The Morning Dish.